Well, the day has finally come. And while there are many of you who don't want to hear what I'm about ready to say, the fact of the matter is, I need to get up on the roof and clean that chimney. So, come on, let's go. I can't put it off any longer. Time to get up and get her done. I know that nobody wants me up here on this roof cleaning it, but it has to be done. This is the worst I have seen this chimney yet. And just to show you, this is the china cap. You can see how much creosote there is. Now this is all flaking away very easily, thank goodness. But nonetheless, if I didn't clean this now, I do run the risk of a chimney fire. So I'm gonna get busy and get this clean, and I'm gonna get off this roof. Oh, wow. I didn't realize how dirty I actually got cleaning the chimney until just now, seeing my face in the camera. But I'm not going to wash it yet because I still got to clean out the firebox. And as you can see by the door, I've had a lot of buildup. And this is just over the last couple weeks that this creosote has appeared in the door of the firebox. So I'm going to get this cleaned out and I'm going to show you how I clean that door. In fact, I'm going to start by cleaning the door and then clean out that firebox. The best way I've found to clean the door of the chimney is actually take some wet paper towel covered in ash and then just simply scrub the door with the ash. The ash itself acts as an abrasive, but the ash is the best at taking off the creosote buildup on the glass. Even this really dark black line down here at the bottom, the ash will eat right through that. And when you're done, you're just simply going to take a clean, wet towel and wipe down that door and remove all of that ash and creosote, and you have a clean door to your firebox. So I am going to finish cleaning this and then I'll check back in with you in a moment. Well, the dirty jobs need to continue, and now I'm going to go install some pedal extenders on the car. Well, as you can see, I sit relatively close to the steering wheel, and luckily a viewer sent me some pedal extenders, so I'm going to go ahead and get those put on so that I have a safer distance from the airbag as I'm driving. So luckily this comes with everything that I need, including the tools to install these. So unfortunately I will need the directions. I wish I could say that I could do it without, but safety first. Well, the brake pedal is on, and I'm just tightening up the last bits of, yeah. This is not easy to do, folks. But I'm tightening up things, and then I just got to get the gas pedal done, and then I'm all set. And I can hopefully drive the car without looking like a T-Rex. So back to work I go. Well, that should do it. Now to take this for a test drive and see how I drive with these new pedal extenders in. You want to go for a ride, Nick? Yeah? No, I don't think those pedal extenders are meant for you. No, nice try. Come on, let's get your harness on. You gonna drive? Come on, we gotta get your harness. Let's give it a go, shall we? Going to see how well it drives now that I have the pedal extenders on. So as you can see, there's plenty of room now between me and the steering wheel. I'm not having to sit all the way forward. I can hit the brake and still feel like it's hitting all the way to the floor if I needed to, you know, apply that much brake. All right, let's see how this goes. Well, steering isn't too bad. Well, I can definitely apply the brake. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but honestly, it's not that bad. All right. The mud bog is that bad, though, as you can see by all the mud on the windshield. All right. It does take a little bit of getting used to sitting this far back, but honestly, I've had worse driving experiences with other people's vehicles, so this will work. I'm in a shadow, I do apologize, but just behind me here is my bonfire pit. And as you can see, I was able to shovel it out. So I can start using this now that the snow has started to melt and the water has started to recede in the driveway. Even though the water hasn't completely gone away in the driveway, it is a lot better than it was, but it is still a very muddy mess, and my tires are getting stuck in the mud, if you will, and the ruts are just getting deeper. But I do want to thank everybody for your advice and suggestions of things that I should do and take into consideration going forward once I go to remedy the situation here. And I do want to say thank you to Two Bears for his explanation of what possibly caused all the standing water. So his explanation came from his years as a logger in upstate New York. And he said that they will plow down to ground, to bare ground, very early on in the winter, and they'll continue to do so. That removes the snow as insulation for the ground. The ground then freezes hard, and that way when they drive their logging trucks over it, they're not bogging down into the mud and the snow with the heavy weight of their trucks. And so because I had plowed the driveway early on and then continued to plow it, that meant that I then had some deep freeze in the ground, and it hadn't thawed out by the time the upper layers of snow start to melt and run into the low-lying areas of my driveway. So thank you, Two Bears, for your explanation. It makes perfect sense to me, and it will definitely aid in my decisions of what I do going forward. So I also want to say thank you to Chris Watson for his suggestion about putting the sump pump in a bucket with some holes drilled into it to allow the water to seep in, but to keep all the muddy debris out of the pump itself. I didn't have a chance to do it this time because the water actually receded before I got the opportunity to do so, but I did have it set on a piece of plywood so it wasn't sitting directly in the mud and the muck itself. So next time that I need to do this, that will definitely be put into use. So thank you. Now that the chimney's clean and those pedal extenders are on, I need to tend to some other things, not only around the property, but also with YouTube. And one of those is getting to comments. I know that I'll never get to all the comments, though I do read them all, and I appreciate all the comments that you guys leave. So many of you offer such kind words of encouragement and support and helpful advice and suggestions that I do take into consideration. And so it is because of you guys that I have come to a decision. As you know, several months ago, my employer closed their doors and my full-time employment came to an end. And so I've had several job interviews throughout the state of Alaska and with employers in the lower 48. But after giving it some careful consideration, I've decided that I'm going to make YouTube my full-time employment for now and just see how far I can take this. The channel has really grown fast for YouTube standards, and I think that's because of you guys, to be honest with you. I would like to say that, maybe it's because of my lifestyle or my camera skills or my video editing, but honestly, it's because of each and every one of you. And so thank you to each of you for all of your support, whether you're watching my videos or you become a channel member or a Patreon. No matter how you've chosen to engage with this channel, it means a lot to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. In fact, I appreciate all of you so much that every time I read your comments, I get a giant smile on my face, and it warms my heart to interact with each and every one of you. And speaking of interacting and getting a smile on my face, I do want to say thank you to those of you who sent in gifts over the last week. Thank you, Marla Martucci, for sending me the herb garden seeds from the Seed Vault, an SD card, and some bacon strips for Kenai. All are very much appreciated. And thank you to Joanna, who sent in a whole selection of goodies from Trader Joe's. There are some sauces and spreads for me, some sea salt, butterscotch caramels, freeze-dried beef livers for Kenai, and an array of spices. I appreciate all of that. Then I also had an anonymous viewer send me some odor eliminator for the coolers. And so I'll be using these, and I'll give you guys an update in a future video on how well these worked. And then I want to say thank you to Kim for this amazing array of things that you sent me. She sent some Mary Jane magazines and Bird in Bloom magazine. This cute sign that says faith makes all things possible. A selection of different teas, some handmade hot pads, which are very much needed, a daily devotion book called Amazing Grace. And then in addition to that, she also sent in some spirulina, which is a natural superfood, and she sent me an Easter card, and then she sent some cards for each month that the P.O. box was closed. All of these are handmade and all have a handwritten note on the inside of them. Thank you, Kim. I very much appreciate all of this, including this little Lucky Clover charm. Thank you very much. Well, as you can see from all the snow that is still behind me in the woods here, it is still spring here in Alaska. But summer is right around the corner. And as all of this snow starts to melt from around my property and elsewhere in the state, I plan on having some fun off of the property. And I'm going to bring you along for those adventures. So I hope that you'll subscribe so that you don't miss any of the upcoming adventures that I have. I hope that you also enjoyed today's video and you remember to give it a thumbs up. And I hope that you'll stick around for some outtakes here. At the end of the outtakes, I'll leave you a couple links to a couple other videos that you might enjoy as well. Until next time, please stay safe and take care, and I wish you all the best. 4-wheel drive. I feel like I'm in a mud rally. Well, my face is filthy. You ever seen that movie, The Coal Miner's Daughter? I feel like I'm the coal miner. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, time to go wash the face. It's still deep in some spots and the camera is not following me. Can you stick with me, please, camera? We should title this section, Watch a Lone Fall into a Mud Puddle. Okay. Done. I'm not getting stuck in the mud. Blah.